My dear friends, I am Dr. Omkar Prasad Vaidya. Today I am going to discuss a very important and interesting topic about the risk factors of Alzheimer's disease. Now, what is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is a chronic progressive neurodegenerative condition, and there are many hypotheses behind the pathophysiology of this disease, but it is one of the cause of or most common cause of dementia in elderly person, and millions of people are affected throughout the world because of this Alzheimer's disease, and it is one of the important cause of memory loss or neurodegenerative situation that arises in the brain, and there are many scientific bases or causes behind the Alzheimer's disease. According to some recent concept, it may be because of beta amyloid deposition or formation of neurofibrillary tangles or amyloid deposition in the neurons, and that's why it may leads to the pathology or neurodegenerative condition leading to memory loss and various other sign symptoms. So what is the various concept behind the pathophysiology of the disease? According to some various concept, it may be because of some genetic cause like ApoE gene defect or amyloid precursor protein defect or presenilin gene defect or presenilin 1 and 2 gene defect. And according to a recent concept, ApoE epsilon 4 is the most commonest genetic mutation which may leads to Alzheimer's disease. So according to recent concept, there are various several conditions or causes of Alzheimer's disease. One of the important cause is genetic mutation. So ApoE gene defect may be because of that, or amyloid precursor protein gene defect, APP gene defect. Besides then, presenilin gene 1 and presenilin gene 2 may be associated with Alzheimer's disease. And it is also responsible for causing 60 to 70% of the dementia throughout the world. And how to diagnose? It is diagnosed with cognitive testing, then MRI, that is imaging technology, as well as some other conditions like blood test. Various blood tests can be undergo to diagnose the disease in various situations. And what are the sign symptoms? Sign symptoms is difficulty in memorizing things or remembering recent very events, language problem, then memory loss, mood swings, loss of motivation, withdraw from the family. So most common sign symptom is loss of memory, then inability to remember recent events, and even in later stage the patient may go into a stage where he or she cannot recognize the face of his very near and dear ones. So these may be some of the sign symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. So what is Alzheimer's disease? Is a chronic progressive neurodegenerative situation, and it may be because of various causes. The most common cause may be because of neurofibrillary tangles or amyloid deposition. Then it may be because of genetic mutation like APP gene defect, ApoE4 gene defect, or presenilin 1 and 2 gene defect. Besides, it may be because of some neurotransmitter defect. According to recent concept, it may be because of lower secretion of acetylcholine. The neurotransmitter acetylcholine secretion is very less from the nucleus of Maynard, from where acetylcholine is secreted. So because of lesion in the nucleus of Maynard, the acetylcholine secretion is less, and it may lead to the one of the important sign symptoms or pathophysiology of Alzheimer's disease. So this is roughly the concept of Alzheimer's disease. Now we will discuss what are the various risk factors of Alzheimer's disease. So what is the most important risk factor? So most important risk factor is age. So why age is important? According to the various studies, the incidence of the or risk of the Alzheimer's disease will increase as the person grow elderly, or as the person grow older and older. So as the age increases, the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease is also increasing. So age is a non-modifiable risk factors. We cannot prevent it, but most of the Alzheimer's disease may occur in the old age person. So and age is one of the non-modifiable risk factors of Alzheimer's disease. Now, family history. Now, it has been found in various studies that if a person has some family history, or if the parents or any brothers or sisters of a particular individual is suffering from Alzheimer's disease, then there is a chance of getting Alzheimer's disease for this individual in the future. So, positive family history may be one of the important risk factor for getting Alzheimer's disease in the future. Then genetics. According to recent modern concept that ApoE gene defect, ApoE epsilon 4, that is the most specific gene defect that is responsible for Alzheimer's disease. So ApoE epsilon 4 genetic mutation may lead to gene defect. May lead to Alzheimer's disease in the future, and along with this ApoE epsilon 4 gene defect, there will be other like presenilin 1, presenilin 2, APP, amyloid precursor protein. So these are the various genes, their mutation may leads to Alzheimer's disease, but most common is ApoE epsilon 4 gene defect. Then another syndrome may be associated with Alzheimer's disease. What is that? Down syndrome. Now Down syndrome is because of trisomy 21, and according to recent concept, Down syndrome may be associated with trisomy 21, which is associated with beta amyloid deposition and leading to beta amyloid protein deposition in the neurons, and which ultimately increase the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease in the future. So person who are suffering from Down syndrome, they are prone to suffer from Alzheimer's disease by the age at least at the age of 40 years. So by the 40 to 45 years, a Down syndrome patients are highly prone to suffer from Alzheimer's disease, or even in older age also, Down syndrome patients can suffer from Alzheimer's disease. So Down syndrome is associated with trisomy 21, and trisomy 21 is associated with beta amyloid deposition, which may leads to the increased rise of Alzheimer's disease. According to recent concept, gender is another important risk factor. How? Alzheimer's disease actually is common among females. According to various studies or researches that is going on throughout the world, females have higher risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. That is because females survives longer compared to male. So since Alzheimer's disease, the risk increases with the age, and females survive for longer years, so chance of getting Alzheimer's disease is very much high among female patients compared to male. So thus we can also see the importance of gender is an important risk factor, and we cannot prevent it. So it's a non-modifiable risk factor. Besides, mild cognitive impairment can be one of the important risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. So those who are suffering from mild cognitive impairment can lead to may suffer from Alzheimer's disease in the future. So when a person suffers from mild cognitive impairment and the age of the person is very high, we should not take it lightly, and rather we should treat the subject and try to lower down all the risks by preventing all the risk factors, or cutting down all the risk factors, so as to prevent the future risk of getting Alzheimer's disease. So persons or patients suffering from mild cognitive impairment can suffer from Alzheimer's disease in future. Another important risk factor is past history of head trauma. So head trauma in future, if it is severe and involves any neuronal degeneration or damage, may lead to Alzheimer's disease in future. So we should not take head injury very lightly. So head injury can be life-threatening also. At the same time, if the person survives a head injury in the future also, then those patients have a higher risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. So we should try to avoid head injury so as to prevent development of Alzheimer's disease in future. Besides, poor sleep pattern, or those persons who are deprived of sleep or insomnia, those patients may have a higher risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease in future. So especially if you are suffering from sleep problems, especially in the late years of your life or in elderly age, then you better consult doctors or physicians so as to prevent the development of Alzheimer's disease in future. So you should always, that is the importance of sleep. Sleep is very important. It controls the blood pressure. It also prevents cardiovascular disease, stroke, and even it prevents Alzheimer's disease. So we should give importance to a sound sleep at least for 6 to 8 hours per day. Lack of exercise. So lack of exercise or physical inactivity may be one of the important modifiable risk factors which may increase the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease in future. Now those persons who are not doing exercise or physical inactivity, it is one of the important leading cause of obesity, hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular malformations, then stroke, and so on. So it is one of the important modifiable risk factors, and regular exercise is always advised to overcome this risk factor at least for 30 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes per day. So regular exercise 30 to 45 minutes per day can decrease the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And one of the important modifiable risk factor is irregular exercise or physical inactivity or lack of physical exercise. So this may be one of the important modifiable risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. Another one is obesity. Now according to various studies, obesity or obese person whose BMI is more than 30 may have a higher risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease in future. This may be one of the important complication of obesity on the brain. Obesity may hamper the brain. It may lead to neurodegenerative condition, and it may also aggravate the aging process. And because of all these mechanisms, obesity may be associated with increased risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Besides, another important risk factor is smoking. Smoking actually is not only risk factor for cardiovascular disease, but it also increases the risk of many cancers, and it also increase the risk of stroke, hypertension, diabetes, and various other chronic diseases. And it may be one of the important modifiable risk factors, and even a series of cancer may be because of smoking. And it has been found that smoking also leads to or increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease in future. So, and it is one of the important modifiable risk factor, or a risk factor which may be preventable, or which can be prevented. And thus Alzheimer's disease can be prevented if a person is advised to avoid smoking. So smoking is an important risk factor which may increase the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease in future. Besides, hypertension or high blood pressure may be another important risk factor. High blood pressure actually it is also increase the risk of stroke, then vascular dementia. It also leads to infarction, which may leads to multi-infarct dementia and various neurological conditions. So hypertension is also found to have connected with increasing risk of Alzheimer's disease. And not only Alzheimer's disease, other dementia also, their risk also increases if the person is suffering from hypertension. So any other risk factors are there? Yes, even hypercholesterolemia or increased blood level of cholesterol may be one of the important risk factors. Obesity may be associated with metabolic syndrome, which is associated with hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, diabetes, insulin resistance, and so on. And this obesity, which may be associated with hypercholesterolemia, may be associated with increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. So hypercholesterolemia or dyslipidemia may be associated with Alzheimer's disease. Another important modifiable risk factors or preventable risk factor is uncontrolled type 2 diabetes mellitus. Type 2 diabetes mellitus means because of insulin resistance. So uncontrolled type 2 diabetes mellitus may leads to increased risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. And diabetes has lots of complications. It also responsible for stroke, then myocardial infarction, both microvascular and macrovascular complications. And it has been found that uncontrolled diabetes, if the blood sugar is not controlled for a longer time, it may lead to the increased rise of Alzheimer's disease. So we should always give importance to management of diabetes and control of blood sugar level in case of patients suffering from type 2 diabetes mellitus, because uncontrolled diabetes is not only leads to complications involving multi-organ involvement, but it also affects Alzheimer's disease because it increases the risk of dementia in the elderly subject. Besides, it has been found that person whose education level is very low or person education level is less, they are more prone to develop Alzheimer's disease. Actually, low education is associated with low mental function, low thinking, low creative works, and it has been found that low level of mental activity, low level of mental works, calculation, rational works, rational thinking may increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So low educational level or person whose education is very less or illiterate, they are morely prone to develop Alzheimer's disease in future. Another important risk factor is lack of social adjustment and engagement. Now, those persons who are not socially engaged, they may be higher prone to develop Alzheimer's disease in future. So social engagement means going to get-togethers, family meetings, joining various social events, and talk with various interactive sessions with various friends, colleagues, social peoples. So these are called social engagement. Now, those persons who are very much highly engaged or attached to the social events, their chance of getting Alzheimer's disease is very much less. So, social adjustment, lack of social adjustment and engagement may be one of the important risk factor of development of Alzheimer's disease in future. According to various studies, even stress is an important risk factor. Chronic stress, not the acute stress, chronic stress releases a hormone known as cortisol, and this cortisol may cause various bad effects on the neurons, because stress also leads to oxidative stress and increase the aging process, and which involves the neurons also. So neurons may undergo neurodegenerative changes because of excessive stress on the effect on the brain. So chronic stress, if it persisted for the longer time, may lead to increased risk of Alzheimer's disease in elderly person. So we should handle the stress, or we should not take stress very lightly, because it is not only responsible for causing myocardial infarction, stroke or brain attack, but also may lead to dementia, one of the most common dementia, that is Alzheimer's disease. Besides, it has been seen that those persons who are obese, or those who gain obese, or those who gain their weight late in their life, or persons who are suffering from adult obesity, they are actually more prone to develop Alzheimer's disease. So we should always try to prevent our weight gain, especially in the later part of our life, by making ourselves busy in exercise, then avoiding stress, preventing overeating, controlling blood sugar level, and by proper dietary restrictions. So especially elderly or late life obesity may be one of the important risk factor for development of obesity in future. So we should not take high BMI or obesity very lightly, especially in elderly obesity, because elderly obesity may also increase the risk of various cardiac mortalities and morbidity. At the same time, it increases the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease, especially in the adult subjects. Besides, another important risk factor is hyperhomocysteinemia. What is that? It is the increased level of homocysteine in the blood, and it has been found that it may be one of the important cause of coronary artery disease or coronary vascular disease, and may leads to myocardial infarction also. So high level of homocysteine level may be associated with myocardial infarction or heart attack. At the same time, hyperhomocysteinemia may be associated with increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. So we should, if the patient is suffering from hyperhomocysteinemia, we should not take it lightly, rather we should handle it very sincerely. It may be because of vitamin B12 or folic acid deficiency also. We should try to overcorrect it, or we should try to correct the hyperhomocysteinemia, and should not allow it to persist for longer time, and so that the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease can be prevented. So hyperhomocysteinemia is another important risk factor which leads to Alzheimer's disease in future. Another important risk factor is depression. So those persons who are suffering from depression, which is a type of mood disorders, may lead to increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Depression may be because of altered level of serotonin and adrenaline neurotransmitter in the brain at the synaptic level. So serotonin and noradrenaline is responsible for making a person happy. So serotonin level and noradrenaline level, when their level decreases in the synaptic transmitter, or at the level of the synapse, if the neurotransmitter level of serotonin and decreases and noradrenaline decreases, then it leads to depression, and depression may be one of the important risk factor for development of Alzheimer's disease. Besides, those persons who are suffering from orthostatic hypotension, means those who cannot stand for longer time, and they suffer from hypotension because of effect of gravity on the cardiovascular system or on hemodynamics. Because of that, those persons who are standing for longer time, they may suffer from orthostatic hypotension, and those persons who are suffering from or have orthostatic hypotension may have a higher risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease in future. Besides, some coronary events or cardiovascular disease like atrial fibrillation, which is a arrhythmia, or heart rhythm abnormality, may also be associated with Alzheimer's disease. So we should not take atrial fibrillation very lightly. Atrial fibrillation also one of the important risk factor for development of ischemic stroke, and it may also increase the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. So those persons suffering from atrial fibrillation, we should treat them and try to correct the disorder so as to prevent Alzheimer's disease in future. Besides, those persons suffering from epilepsy or chronic seizures, they have a higher risk of suffering from forgetfulness and neurodegenerative situation like Alzheimer's disease, which is a type of dementia. Besides, heavy alcoholism may be important risk factor. Alcoholism has some multi-dimensional function. According to various studies, mild to moderate alcohol, especially red wine, may be beneficial for brain health, but mostly heavy alcoholism leads to toxic effect on the liver. It affects the heart, it affects the brain, and responsible for lots of side effects like Korsakoff psychosis, then Wernicke-Korsakoff encephalopathy, and lots of neuropsychiatric manifestation or brain involvement may be there because of alcohol toxicity or chronic alcoholism or in heavy dose. So it has been found that those who are chronic alcoholic or heavy alcoholics, they may suffer from Alzheimer's disease in future. So it is one of the important modifiable risk factor, or prevention of Alzheimer's disease can be done by preventing or stopping or cutting down the alcohol from the day-to-day life activity. So alcoholism can be one of the important modifiable risk factors. It not only increases the risk of various cancers, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, liver toxicity, liver injury, but also it may increase the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Besides, those subjects or those persons, those elderly subjects, those who do mental work very less, or those do mental thinking very less, may suffer from or increase prone to Alzheimer's disease in future. So it is advisable to busy a person. So it is always advisable to, especially in older age, to start studying, reading books, then do some mental calculations, solve puzzles, rational thinking, logical power. So those things should be improved, because those persons who are having high logical power, higher education, good mental quality, creative thinking, they suffer from less from Alzheimer's disease. So it's always advisable to encourage a person to do more of mental calculation, logical thinking, creative works, then more mental skills, mental calculation, so as to improve the memory of the person, as well as at the same time it will decrease the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Besides, diet is another important risk factor. It is the last but not the least. Diet may be one of the important, especially poor diet, especially Western diet, which is higher in sugar, then high fat, higher saturated fat, full of junk food or saturated fat, may be responsible for Alzheimer's disease. So poor diet, especially Western type of diet, may be bad for brain health and may increase the risk of suffering from obesity, diabetes. At the same time, it increases the risk of memory loss and progression of Alzheimer's disease. So it is always advisable to take diet low in fat, rich of fruits and vegetables, and by taking that type of diet, it lowers the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease in future. So diet is also important risk factors. So there are lots of modifiable risk factors like smoking, alcoholism, then education level, mental works, exercise, lack of exercise, then hypercholesterolemia, then obesity, high BMI, overweight, uncontrolled type 2 diabetes mellitus, stress. So these are all modifiable risk factors that can, and stopping of these risk factors can help us in preventing development of Alzheimer's disease in future. But there are some risk factors which can be prevented, like age, gender, family history, genetic mutation, then yes, neurotransmitter level. Those things cannot be modified actually, and these are called unmodifiable risk factors. Besides, most of the risk factors of Alzheimer's disease can be prevented by cutting down the alcohol or reducing the smoking, increasing the physical activity or increasing the regular physical exercise, then stopping the mild cognitive impairment, treating the diabetes, treating the obesity, preventing the stress, allowing a person to normally sleep, then encouraging person to do more social events or socially engagement, do mental calculation, increase studying, and prevention of adult obesity. So these are various preventable risk factors, and by preventing which Alzheimer's disease can be prevented, especially in the adulthood, in the late years of, or in the last stage of adults or later part of the adulthood. Besides, diet is also important risk factor, especially poor diet or Western type of diet is very much bad, and it may increase the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. And Western diet may be prone the person to suffer from Alzheimer's disease, and Mediterranean diet, which consists of more fruits and vegetables, low sugar, low carbohydrate, low fat, lean protein, plant protein, or plant-based diets. So these are mostly Mediterranean diet, and Mediterranean diet is always prevents the risk of suffering from Alzheimer's disease. It is protective against Alzheimer's disease. So these are the various risk factors we must know about Alzheimer's disease and how it can be prevented, because if we know the risk factors, then we also know how to prevent the Alzheimer's disease incidence among various population in future, and thus we can stop the growing number of Alzheimer's disease among the elderly population. Thank you very much.